Hello everybody, it's Graham the bargain guy with another teardown, because you seem to enjoy those videos. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at this device here. What it is it's a speaking clock, and it's primarily used for older people, and they can be in bed and press that, or when they're sitting, if they're blind or whatever, they can just press that and they can hear the time. But as you can hear, this is stuck, and I don't know why it's like that. This used to be my father's. Unfortunately, he died a couple of years ago, so I have got this. This would have cost £28 from Amazon at the time. And it's just sitting there doing nothing. And what I would really hope is that there would be an SD card in here, and we could recover the SD card with the sounds on it for time, and we could reuse that in an Arduino project which I'm ongoing with. But I'm not so hopeful. I think it will be just a case of a Chinese blob, black blob. So we'll open it and have a look. So a little screwdriver. Oh, can you hear it? 7, 8. And it's the reason I want to recover the audio is because the sound is of a natural English speaking voice, so it's not like a Chinese voice. So there's the switch, and there's the springs that are on there to keep it, allow it to depress. I'm assuming this is the button.
The time is 8:35 AM. The date is October 28th, Tuesday. The time is 8:35 AM.
Right, so you can press that.
The date is October 28th, Tuesday.
Get the date. If you leave it a bit longer, you get
the time is
the time.
8:35 AM.
And if I remember right, the way you set it was, you used to press this button here, and it would toggle through the individual elements, so date and time. That beep, I remember now, it's just telling you that it's back to where it was. So imagine you're lying in bed or you can't see.
The time is 8:36 AM.
Very good. And as you can see, there is the magical blob on there with the chip, probably with all the audio clips on there as well. Now these blobs or cobs, which are chips on board, there's two reasons that these cobs are on here, the blob. The first one is it's cheaper to just put the integrated circuit on there and pop this on top, an epoxy hard coating thing like a glue. I've never seen anybody successfully take one of those off. They've took it off and they've ripped all the individual traces and channels inside the circuit, so no point in doing that. The other reason the manufacturers do that is they don't want you stealing the designs. So if that was a standard IC chip, somebody could take that out and they could mount it and look at the assembly of the chip and basically copy it. And so that's the second reason that manufacturers do that. But primarily it's down to cost. I mean, considering this cost £28, which is a lot of money, and it would have been sold as a assisted living type product, so something for disabled people. It's strange that they've gone for that, but hey ho, that's the way to go. So let's see what we can see about it. It's an integrated circuit chip, a COB. Oh, there's another one, look at there. So one may be just the processor and one may be where the data is stored, and it just calls upon the individual time files to be played to the speaker, which is there. So that's the speaker there, and there's not a lot really on there. Really, there's a capacitor, which you not really want to recover, and there doesn't look much on the board, does there? So what we're going to do is, I'm not going to destroy it, but I want to try and recover the audio. So let's just turn the volume up again a bit more, see how loud that is.
The time is 8:39 a.m. The date is October 28th, Tuesday.
Okay, so in the next part of the video, what I'm going to do is, for my project, I'm going to show you how we can recover the audio. It's not straightforward. You would think that you could just pop the speaker cables into an Arduino and here presto, but it doesn't work like that. There's voltages involved and different types of signal, primarily the fact that Arduino requires a digital signal, and it would be hard for it to decode any kind of other audio coming from here, trust me. So we're going to come up with some ideas and I'll bring you back. Okay, so the aim of this little section is to see if we can record the audio.
The time is 8:46 a.m.
as best we can. I have this old box, and our friend ChatGPT suggested this. You pop that on top of there, and the cardboard acts as a buffer, and then the sound resonates inside the box. So we'll just pop that there. If I popped it there, you'd hear all the shuffling. This is just a phone recording. So I'll start the recording and we'll listen to the time and date.
The date is October 28th, Tuesday. The time is 8:46 a.m.
Okay, we'll stop that and we'll play that back.
The date is October 28th, Tuesday. The time is 8:46 a.m.
Okay, so we've got a snippet of some of the audio. So the time is, the date is. So there's your first two variables from your long list of possible combinations of things that you would say in time. And we've got a few numbers. So the way that I think we're going to record the next section is to force it to go through the time setup, and then we can record each of the individual days. So let's just do a sample of that.
Set hour 9 o'clock a.m. 11 o'clock a.m. 12 o'clock p.m. 1 o'clock p.m. 2 o'clock p.m. 3 o'clock p.m. 4 o'clock p.m. 5 o'clock p.m. 6 o'clock p.m. Set minute 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Set year 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Set month. November. December. January. February. March. April. May. June. July. August. September. October.
There we are. So we'll stop that recording and we will play that back.
Set hour 9 o'clock AM. 11 o'clock AM.
Missed the one there.
12 o'clock PM. Set month. November. December. January. February.
There you are, you get the idea. It's quite clear, perfectly usable. We could just pass it through a filter and say Audacity, which is free software, remove any noise or sort of like background hiss if there is any. And now we've got the options to share and edit. So what I would do here is I would share that and send it to me via email to a Gmail account. So yeah, that's what this was all about. It's extracting the audio, and the files we will build up together in a project, and we will be able to use that for a new system. And it involves a GPS unit which will tell you the time and the date based on GPS satellite coordinate data that I'm putting in a project box. So you can have a standalone piece of kit with a display with your current location and also the time and date, all coming from the satellites, and then it would then be able to feed that into a section where it would play the audio. And if I can copy these files in correctly in the right order that I've arranged, we can then use it as the voice. Okay, so we're going to stop that here. What I'm going to do is I am going to mount this in a box and I'm going to repurpose it. I've tried putting the original casing back, but there's either a spring missing or it's just not latching in correctly. So at least we've got the button mounted, we've got the volume control, we've got the set function on the bottom, and we've also got the speaker grill. So it's still able to do
the time is
exactly
6:59 PM.
what we want, but the time is wrong obviously at the moment. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. I said in my last video that many of my viewers are from India. Welcome. I love watching all your videos, how you repurpose things and mess around with old phones and radio control stuff, and it's great. So let's carry it on and subscribe, put some notes in, some comments, any thoughts on how I should do this, anything you think I can do differently. Okay, see you soon.